It's your thinking that's
It's your
got you
thinking
doing this.
That's got you doing this. Let me tell you why. See, you have got to pay attention to what you are thinking about. I know I sound like a broken record, but when you actually take a pause and really think about, like, what is the dialogue you are really having in your head about your situation, your circumstance, about your goals, your dreams, about your relationship? Like, there is a dialogue going on in your head. You cannot tell me there isn't, because we all have them, okay? But the problem is that you are being a participant in that dialogue in a way that does not give you life. So in other words, you are pulling up and you are participating in that dialogue. In other words, you are just pulling up a chair and just diving right in, getting all the tea and spilling the tea. You're getting the tea and spilling the tea in your own head. Yeah. And so what's happening is, when you start thinking and dwelling and ruminating over something, you conjure up emotions that are going to co-sign on those thoughts. In other words, you wonder why you're frustrated. You wonder why you're irritated. You wonder why, you're short, or you just like want to throw in the towel, or you wonder why you want to give up. You wonder why you are just like on pins and needles. I guarantee you, it's because of the emotions and feelings that you are attaching to those thoughts. Those emotions and feelings that you are tagging along on that dialogue. And if you can pause for a moment and really come up into that conversation, and you guide the conversation. Don't allow your mind to just run rampant all over the place, wandering and wondering. You have got to say, calm yourself down, take some deep breaths, and literally examine the conversation and ask yourself, are these thoughts and feelings going to lead me where I want to go? Because see, the brain wants you to be okay and to be safe. So if you keep nurturing those feelings and those negative emotions and those negative thoughts and justifying them, then guess what's going to happen? You are literally going to create that same scenario over and over again. You're going to continue to attract the same conditions over and over again. And I'm not talking about no law of attraction. I'm not talking about no woo-woo stuff. I'm saying that your thoughts and your emotions are going to create the reality outside. It has to. I mean, there is no way around it. And that is why the Bible says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. So you can either create life or you can create death. All right. So you got to pick one. You can't have them both. So what I'm suggesting for you today, and I put it in practice too. So, I mean, I wouldn't be telling you to do anything that I have not done myself. I literally had to stop and think about, like, what in the world are you thinking? Like, think about that. Is this what you want? Is this how you want to feel? Is this the outcome that you want? And then you've got to make a decision. You got to make a decision about what you're going to do about this conversation. Are you going to co-sign it and sign on the dotted line? Or are you going to shift the conversation, shift your mindset, and shift your energy or your emotions around the situation so that, one, you can be the one that's in control. And number two, so that you can create the outcome that you desire. Because your thoughts and your emotions and your words are going to move into action. There's no getting around that. Okay. So I want to encourage you to really think about what you're thinking about. Really dive in and ask yourself, are these thoughts, emotions are going to lead me to an action that I'm going to be proud of, that's going to advance me forward? And that's what I came on here to say. And if you need some support, just put in the comments. If you are already practicing this, that's great. If you need some more support on that, put that in the comments. But I want to hear from you, because you know what? There's a saying that a rising tide lifts all boats. And so we're in this together, right? So I want to be supportive of you and try to, support you in any way that I can so that you can get on with the business of being the great person that you are, right? Have the most amazing day.